breaking news that's happening around baseball in the last 24 hours. We're going to start with what is by far the most interesting and compelling storyline for the White Sox, and remains from the offseason is what will come first, a Dylan Cease trade or an approval of a new stadium? And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
looking like Dylan Cease trade is going to run away with this one, as in the last 24 hours, due to what looks to be a possible season-ending injury to Garrett Cole in New York, and what is a Rangers starting rotation that is in really bad shape until middle part of the season after the All-Star break,
Yeah.
where some members will be returning back to injury, that Dylan Cease looks like he's going to be traded possibly today, but I would assume by this weekend, before he has a chance to start again. He did the White Sox a shit ton of favors last night. He struck out 8 batters and 12 faced in 3 1/3
Mm,
innings. So
nice.
very dominating outing. He's had a dominating spring. Not that that means it's gonna means anything when you go into the regular season, but when you look at him, he looks so far to be a lot more like the Dylan Cease we have come to love from the 2022 season. So
We need to back up a little bit here about these trade rumors, because according to a text I received yesterday morning, Dylan Cease had already been traded to the New York Yankees.
oh yeah,
out of the
true.
blue, out of the blue, my phone blew up with a text from Peter M. Vanieri over there. That was three words with an exclamation point. Cease to Yankees.
Well, I mean, I've got a
Now,
little
I don't know
excited.
how else to I don't know how else to interpret that other than it was an actual done deal. Maybe this is my own fault, but usually when I get a text from you out of the blue, there is some huge breaking news. So I'm wondering the genesis of that text. Did you believe that the trade was already done, or were you just saying it looked like it was very close? Like, what was your thought process when you sent me
My
that text?
So there were two things that came across my alerts. One was a CBS Sports alert that was basically alluded to Yankees aggressively pursue Cease with Garrett Cole news. And then this is where I should have paused. Good
Okay.
old Bob
Oh
Nightingale
no,
was
Bob got
reported.
you again.
Bob is the one who really broke the story that CBS picked up. I didn't know the 6 degrees of separation on that. The part of the story that was originally left out, though, was the fact that the Sox have, and I don't know if this is the make and break for it. They have been basically saying, if you don't put Spencer Jones, one of the top
Yeah.
rated Yankees outfield prospects, I think he's like,
Yeah, I think he's their number one.
yeah, and he's like Baseball America has him at 46 on the top 100, Major League Baseball 84, Baseball Prospectus 33. So he's a decent he's a decent enough player. So
Well, that seems reasonable. Actually, now that you read those numbers off, that seems
yeah,
reasonable. Like as a
right.
maybe a starting point for a deal for Cease, but
But apparently, this is again according to Nightingale. Jones was
hmm
not included in the latest offer, which has been part of the sticking point.
I would
So
say that that's the whole sticking point. So that makes
yeah.
sense. But I don't know. I just had to call you out for that
Oh yeah,
text
no, that's
because
fine. I should have been comma maybe,
yeah.
but yeah,
Did
I
you
got
mean to mislead me?
I won maybe in a little bit, having a little bit of fun there. Get you,
Well, I did jump on social media immediately and figured it
yeah.
out. This is like the news. That news had come out maybe an hour before I had looked at social media, and then all I saw were the reports that there were rumors. But there, yeah, like you said, there are more rumors beyond just the Yankees right now. As contending clubs are looking for to bolster their rotation as we get deeper in the spring. That you mentioned the Rangers, but I've also seen, I think it was Ken Rosenthal talked about the Padres being interested as well. So all of that bodes well for your White Sox if there potentially is a bidding war for Cease at this point, as injuries and such make contending teams a little more desperate to get the services of. I mean, he would be the best young pitcher available, under control for 2 years at
Yep.
this point. So buckle up. Yeah, you've got your phone there, or you got your watch there that alerts you. So maybe during the show,
Watch,
you might be breaking some
phone.
news.
Yeah, and the other part of the story, I don't know if you heard this part, and you already mentioned them on the show today, but Rosenthal also reported that the White Sox are talking to Michael Lorenzen as a
Mm-hmm.
replacement for Dylan Cease. So, like the news, the fact that they're already out there
Yeah.
looking to backfill, I mean, it seems like it's close. The Rangers package is apparently it's Porter, the number 5 prospect, Duran, he's 7, he's like a utility
Okay.
player.
Yeah, I think I saw him.
Yeah, he's 24, 768 OPS. He's played 6 different positions so far. And then it was Leiter, who hasn't really panned out from the Rangers' point of view, according to the Athletic article. Hasn't met his expectations as the second overall pick in the 2021 draft, and he's ranked as the number 14 prospect. So it seems like a decent package from the Rangers, which may be closer than what the Yankees are willing to offer. But you wonder if the Yankees name being out there now that they have re-engaged with the White Sox has sped everything up for everyone, you know, thinking
Mm-hmm.
that the Yankees have the means to make it happen with their farm system too. Padres,
Well, and they have the motivation.
yeah,
What are they, 82 and 80 last year, which is not where the Yankees need to be with their ace now potentially on the shelf.
yeah.
I haven't seen the latest. I know he's going to get an MRI on his elbow, but my God, that's as ominous as it gets. So
The
maybe more is coming out today about how dire that is. But if you already hear about the Yankees talking trades, it's got to be pretty serious.
So the rumor that came out like last night, I got an alert, was that they got bad news and he was going for a second and third opinion.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay. So he's had
but
the MRI and now,
yeah.
boy.
So I think for my first question for the White Sox, I think the Dylan Cease trade is going to beat out Jerry World, happening or not happening, the new stadium for the
Hmm.
White Sox. So I know it's taking a little bit longer than I thought, but I knew putting this bobblehead up, since everyone else has been traded off the team, would help move this forward. For those of you listening on a podcast, I was holding up my Dylan Cease bobblehead.
Yeah, and several episodes ago, we did a whole segment about how you were willing that trade into existence, and
That's right.
part of your voodoo magic was going to make that come to fruition was your bobblehead, Dylan Cease bobblehead sitting there. So
You're making it
you
right
might have
now.
more power than we think.
That's right. Watch out, everyone.
Word Hole Media.